These high bills have got to go!
Again, welcome and thank you for coming and having the courage to be here on this day. My name is Merle Showers, Reverend Merle Showers from the United Methodist Church. This day is part of the 99% Spring, a national movement of hundreds of thousands of community leaders, faith leaders, union members, coming together to stand up to corporate power. This spring of 99% took action at shareholder meetings, bank lobbies, corporate headquarters across the country to confront corporate power. This spring is about saying enough is enough.
Today we've got over 150 people with us and we're delivering over 1,000 letters. A community partnership means the following things. Together, we figure out how to reform and implement the Conservation Incentive Program. We don't want to pay for 2,000 National Fuel commercials again. We want CIP to insulate people's homes. Woo! Yeah! Together, we figure out how to invest public utility profits back into weatherization for people who can't afford their gas bills. And together, we rethink the structure of a monopoly like National Fuel, regulated gas companies so that it benefits everyone and it puts the people first. Woo! Thank you.
I believe that we will win. 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 I believe that we will win.
Never once did they ever mention about the CIP fund where they could help weatherize my home and help me cut my gas bills in half. And let me think why. Oh, because that would inadvertently affect his $7 million a year income. That's definitely not right. Especially since they're taking the money out of my portion of usage and putting it in the fund to help weatherize homes here in the local area. But that's not what they're doing with the money. You want to know what they're doing? Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what they're doing. They are giving out bonuses. To me? No. The CEO? Yeah. To all the shareholders? Yeah. And they're using it on advertisement. That's not right. Right. It's time to stop building great corporations on the back of poor people. It's time for them to put the people first. David Smith! Yeah. You need to come to the tables and talk to us! Yeah. It's time to put the people first. It's time to put the people first.
Although the Walestown government didn't want the compressor station in their little town, they thought they couldn't do anything to stop it. So for months they negotiated with National Fuel, and they came up with a special use permit. Because National Fuel said, oh, we'll be a good partner in this, and we're going to lower our emissions rates, we're going to lower the sound impact. And so they spent all these months coming up with a special use permit. And after the town signed the special use permit into law, you know what National Fuel did? National Fuel sued them. Fuel had any other options. There's another location that would have impacted a lot less people, and that would have had less environmental and long-term impacts. But you know what? Cost a few bucks more. So guess what? Not only was the station approved, but my little town is being sued. Why does National Fuel? Why does National Fuel ignore public outcry and sue community groups like PUSH? In small town like Wales.
They got our money.
They are not community members. They are community bully, using their wealth and power against Western New Yorkers.
Verizon Wireless location. Where we get rid of the Laura McAdams telling him to negotiate with his workers and pay them their fair wages and benefits.
They're drilling 2,500 feet under our homes. And the rest of us will have to pay $800 to have our water privately tested.
Right.
National Fuel claims that they can't give the town a list of the chemicals that they're going to be using in this fluid.
Why not?
But we don't believe this, because when you get a DEC permit, you have to give all the contents of these drilling fluids. Okay, many of the chemicals commonly used in these processes are highly toxic, even in small quantities. Drilling will bring up radon and other radioactive substances. We do not know what the blowback wastewater will contain and how National Fuel will dispose of it, because currently there are no approved disposal sites in our area. Will the wastewater be dumped on fields and streams as it was in Wales? We don't want these toxic chemicals in our community. We want a community partnership. National Fuel, meet with us and answer our questions.
It's time for big corporations and the 1% to stop attacking workers, stop dodging taxes and hijacking our government, stop investing in environmentally dangerous projects, and stop taking advantage of our communities. It is time for big corporations and the 1% to start partnering with our communities and putting people first. That is what we are doing here today in the Buffalo area. Earlier, we delivered a letter to the CEO of Verizon, Lowell McAdams. We delivered a powerful message. Come to the table with your workers. Negotiate fair wages and fair contracts for all Verizon workers now.
Yes.
And now we are at National Fuel's corporate headquarters. Our community is facing an urgent crisis. Gas bills are unaffordable, and people are forced to make tough choices to keep the heat on. That ain't right. It's time for National Fuel CEO David Smith to come to the table and partner with the community around a solution. This spring, the 99% got trained, took action, and joined the movement to make change. We are taking back democracy. We are the 99%.